So I just did, sorry, my voice, my voice. I just literally was on and it literally went out. My live stopped. We're live on all the platforms, but now I'm back again. Hopefully you guys will come back and join me over everywhere else on Instagram because I am back on Reality of Krista Marie on Instagram let me like yeah. Live on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook Live. I'm live 4 or 5 times a week, but definitely every Wednesday and Friday you can see the live in person. The crazy that that you are listening to over on the podcast side, which is Who Started You On podcast, is on all the podcast platforms, including my YouTube channel. Been there for 3 years. You can listen to all the episodes. I do them every week. I usually do Bravo and Housewives, but I'm talking Tom Sandoval's in trouble today. Like my first hour was Billy Lee's response and the obvious trouble that Tom's in, and we can talk about it a little bit. I don't know if anybody's here yet because I didn't have a chance to send this out to anybody, so I want to make sure that everybody has the link. Let me see. And let me till people get here. Where is everybody? Jeez. Oh my god, don't lock me up. Okay. Are you sure? I don't see anybody. Okay. Well, I don't see anybody, but we're going to talk about Amber. So apparently, let me see Instagram. Apparently, hi, we wine whenever. I love that name. I'm talking. So first, I was talking about Tom Sandoval and the trouble he's obviously in. I think he's protected by the production. We've never noted the house to be used. Hey, my live got shut down, but I started a new one. So, I believe Tom Sandoval is in actual trouble, and that's the topic that we talked about for the first hour. So please check it out because we're just going to continue a little bit, and then I'm going to talk about Amber because I've been watching. I just watched the first 3 episodes of Teen Mom, and wow, this girl has not learned anything. Her own daughter wants nothing to do with her, and it's a shame because she tries, but she's failing at it. There's a scene where it's I'm trying to post my link for you guys. Hey, I was talking about Tom Sandoval and the trouble that he's obviously in, and Amber Portwood from Teen Mom. So basically, the topic's been reality TV and toxic shit that happens. And I was completely unaware that Tom Sandoval's house was so dirty from the dogs and the cats peeing and pooping everywhere that the rugs had to be replaced. Billy Lee said that her trailer was cleaner than that house, and this was all after just recently since he met Victoria. So all this started with him. Well, I mean, the house was always dirty, they said. And remember, Sheena came in and cleaned it at one point for Ariana because Ariana could not have any events at the house because it was so dirty towards the end of her thing. And the fact that it was dangerous for her animals to be there, Billy Lee had to tell Ariana to get her animals out of there. Well, after she accused Tom of trying to murder or unalive the dog, that's when it was getting bad, okay? And it wasn't Ariana's fault she wasn't there, but I always said, why would she leave her animals there? I don't trust anybody with my goddamn cats because they don't go outside. And I have a lot of doors, and people don't pay attention. And they try to get out, and I would kill somebody if something happened to my cats. You guys don't, they're like my children. So I don't know how she left them in the first place, but the fact that Tom has now, he would not be able to film because his girlfriend, I think that's why he's on pause. They're on pause. And I don't see him coming back like that. He can't go to the Valley. This girl can't be on camera. She's that messed up. She needs rehab. There's a part that I didn't play that Billy Lee said. By the way, I was at her show last night. I just left her voicemail on Twitter. I did it live. She was like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You know how I am. I'm so shy. I hate going up to people. I feel like a weirdo. But she really loves Tom a lot, you can tell. And she's lost Ariana out of this. And the fact that Sheena still had a friendship with Ariana, but doesn't anymore. So, like, she's just hurt because she did. Oh, and by the way, she remind everybody that does not know this. She was with Ariana for the first 6 months. We didn't know that. We didn't see that. We picked it up when Billy Lee was hanging out with Tom and being there for Tom after she was there for Ariana. And Ariana got mad at her at one point. Something about the animals or something. But anyway, she's lost both of them now out of this. Tom has now taken Victoria's side and gotten rid of Billy Lee. It's basically made up that whole story about Kyle Chan. Now, if you heard her tell the story, how it really went, she's like, listen, you lie, like you're lying. I never said that. It was actually Tom that said it. Tom tells everybody, they joke about how the fact that Kyle takes Ambien at nighttime and he gets a little frisky with Tom, and he hit on him at one point. That girl took it and run with it and said that Billy Lee said that Kyle Chan SA'd Tom when he was drugged, which is a extremely dangerous thing to say and accuse somebody of. But Kyle's the one who brought this up, and Billy Lee did not say that. This girl did. So Tom is away. We know this. But I don't understand I don't know if he's drinking or some drugs. I don't know what his deal is, why he's not allowing this girl to get help, making this girl get help, or recognizing that this girl is a drug addict. She's literally on benzos or something, my opinion only, from an ex-addict or somebody that was literally on Xanax. My point was, and I got cut off because God's like, stop talking about yourself. But I was severely addicted to everything, and I was not my Xanax was the last thing that got me I almost died again. And my marriage I would ruin my marriage if I was on them. So, I don't, and then she's like, this girl doesn't remember the next day. So to me, that's a benzo or some Ambien or something. And she said to Billy Lee one time, she was fighting with Tom, I got to come get my pills. I got to come get my pills. She also told Billy Lee, and Billy Lee also said that she would talk about going to a detox, a sober living home. That she's really addicted. And I said to you guys, this girl could not be sober for the hour and a half to do an interview with Adam. To me, that means you don't have it, and you're never sober. You couldn't do it for that long. So you're on something that you're going to be physically addicted to and be off. You can't be off of, obviously, because you couldn't do it for that interview, and you'll be sick if you are. You can literally die from benzo withdrawal. Opiate withdrawal, people have died from it in prison when they don't get them help, but their bodies have shut down. But it's dangerous. You can have it's not a stroke, a seizure from benzo withdrawal. My sister's had a couple of them. My sister's on benzos. She'll admit it to you. But she's the one who called Raquel on it and Tom. And I said, no way. I was like, no way, no way. I did never in a million years, because I said something's wrong with him, Sandoval. This is not the guy who you go like Lisa Vanderpump would go into business with, a guy that's doing this kind of apparently like sleep. Now maybe he has always slept all day and he's like a rock star, he owns a bar, blah blah blah. Not too big. So like maybe but maybe it's just the name at this point. Like I don't think he's apparently not showing up to meetings. He was broke after filming again. So I don't know where's Sheena. Where's your bestie Sheena when you're broke, Tom? Maybe she can send you money. How about Brock? Can Brock send you some money? Well, just ask Brock for some money. Apparently he's broke. And Victoria Lee lives there now. So what happened to your house, Victoria? I still have to do a deep dive on her. I tried. I couldn't find anything. So I feel like she was fucking irrelevant before she met Tom. And there's only that one thing about Leonardo DiCaprio. Sorry, I'm comfortable. Leonardo DiCaprio. And I was like, she was seen with him once. And they're like, oh, she's a model. And like, there's nothing else. She's not more famous than Tom. That's what Tom said to one of the girls he was sleeping with, was so fucking ignorant. And the girl's like, yeah, here am I sitting here naked after we just got done having sex, not famous. Isn't that horrible to say to somebody you just had sex with? Apparently Tom is getting around too. Why is there so many people here? If you guys come over to Instagram, people, can you please come over to YouTube? I want to see your comments. I wish I could have you both up at the same time. It really pisses me off that StreamYard doesn't allow it. And I have to get my fucking license to get my TikTok to go live on TikTok, which I really want to. But anyway, it's not me. So I want to talk about Amber now, guys. So basically, bottom line, Tom's in trouble. My opinion, I do not take my word for fact. It's with my own observation from what the girlfriend was like, from what Billy Lee said. I believe that Billy Lee is the most logical, and she has receipts that other people were worried. So she's not, and again, we know that there also had the thing that happened with the dog. Yes, he was being extremely reckless. Okay. Reckless with his animals. So Billy Lee said, you need to get your animals out of here, Ariana. It's not safe. Nobody's watching them except for her. And then she had to go because the girl got rid of her. Victoria made up those lies. So yeah, and Victoria basically is the one who's talking about, and also she's talking about the sperm thing. But anyway, we're going to the Amber thing, guys. Oh my God. So I'm watching the new episodes of Teen Mom. And Amber's, so I'm going to tell you what happened just recently. I'll bring up the article. Just recently, she was engaged to a guy named Gary Haight or something, I'll show you. But she was engaged to this guy, and they got in an argument in the mountains, and he left, I guess, and he didn't come back for 2 days. So she's reported him missing. So let me give you the story. to it together. But their third episode, she still has not met this guy yet. So, oh God, you're right. So let me just, I'll pull it up, I'll watch it. I can't believe that she's so still like this. The way she treated Gary in this one part. Oh my God, guys. All right. So what do you guys see? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. No, I want to be small. I want to be small. Okay. All right. Missing fiance, Gary. Wait. Okay. Come on, fucker. This is page 6 where I'm getting this from. I don't have a goddamn mouse, and my computer's going so slow today. Oh my God. Maybe I'll just read it from somewhere else. Okay. Before it goes anywhere. So this is Amber. This is just recently. So I'm watching the episodes where she's just meeting him. So this had been filmed almost about a year and a half, maybe a year ago, guys, right? I would say about a year ago. Okay, now that's how it's to work. Oh, here we go. All right, let me grab it. Stop. See how it's like I'm not touching anything? Okay, so. Okay, the story start. So he's been seen, right? He's now been seen. So I'm going to give you what she said when he said, Amber report with missing fiance Gary Waite. Gary Waite was seen on video surveillance in Oklahoma on Wednesday. Bryson City police confirmed to page 6. We're told police got a notification that his license plate was on highway and got a video of him driving his car in the Sooner State, hundreds of miles from where he was last seen with the Teen Mom star in North Carolina. Okay. Why are you fucking with me right now? God damn you. Wow, how's my wife? Anyway, maybe I'm gonna have to trade it from somewhere else because I don't want to waste any time and okay. Oh. Do you see this part? Do you see this shit? I'm about to just not share it and just read it from somewhere else. Apparently, I'm getting it's not working. Huh? My computer says okay. Yeah, we're gonna just get out of that. I'm just gonna read it from my phone. I'll just let you guys. I'll read it from my phone. I'll leave that up and see what it wants to do because it's being stupid. All right. Show you people here. Story Amber and Gary. Can you please compare, share, subscribe? I can't believe that I don't know why that stream it literally. I heard you guys saying, "What happened? What happened?" I don't know. I have no idea why I did that. It's not doing anything it's not supposed to be doing. So here's the article. I'm going to read it from here because I'm pissed because I can't get it here. Page 6. No, it's not page 6. It's not here. News. All news. Time range the past hour. Last 8 minutes. Okay, the one I was reading to you. Of course, it's not here. Page 6. I hope you guys are coming back in. Motherfucker, just, All right, well, page 6. Okay. Man, why is everything so fucked up? Well, you know what? I'll just read the last 20 minutes. Get out of here. Okay. The situation with Teen Mom, I gotta read another. Sorry, Amber Poe with missing fiance Gary Waite is continuing to unfold, and now there's been a major update. News broke Thursday night that Gary has been spotted in Oklahoma, like we said, hundreds of miles from North Carolina, where he was last seen with Amber. The sighting bringing up a lot of new questions, especially because Amber has made it clear she doesn't believe that he would have left on purpose. I believe he has. Teen Mom, Macy, missing person Gary Waite, 39 years old. This is the thing, his missing person thing. The Bryson City police confirmed, North Carolina police confirmed to page 6 that it received a notification that his license plate was seen on the highway. There is video footage showing him driving in Oklahoma, which is a long way from where he was seen. They were visiting her brother's wedding. They were at her brother's wedding up there in the mountains, right? I know you watched it. Okay, good. So basically, so Verizon employee confirmed he was at the store, bought a new phone. He left his phone with her. A Verizon employee confirmed that Gary had stopped in the Oklahoma store, but at this point it was not clear what he purchased, but he did. Gary has been traveling without his phone. Of course, it's possible that he had stopped to buy a new one, which we think he did. So I'm going to on Instagram what she thought. Gary has not been in contact with Amber. According to what Amber's manager told the Ashley Reality Roundup, police verified that the man at the Verizon store was Gary. Her manager also said that Gary hasn't been in contact with Amber or his family. TMZ also reporting, normal activities. Witness also said that he did not seem in distress and had a calm and nonchalant demeanor. Fortunately, she's being kept up to date on Gary's whereabouts, but as far as we know, it doesn't seem like she expected this would have happened. While speaking out on YouTube stream on Tuesday, Amber said, we have not had explosive fights. We're very much in love. This man asked me to be his wife, to be with him. This man asked me to marry him. I don't know. Some shit happened, but more than 2 months since the last update on. Oh, wait, that's different. Okay. So now, all right. So I'm watching the show. This chick has, like you said, she hasn't learned anything. What is this fucking problem? What is your problem? She hasn't learned anything, guys. It's a shame. It is a fucking mess. So her first daughter is with Gary, is about to be adopted by Christina. And I don't know. I feel like she should adopt her. And Amber has turned on them. So in the very beginning, Amber she went to jail for hitting Gary on camera on Teen Mom a long time ago when her daughter was little. Her daughter's always been with Gary. Christina's been her stepmom, I think, for like 8 years now. They had a great relationship with Amber for a while. She met another guy. I think it was Matt. He was such a mess. He was a clout chaser. He's married 17 times. And can you please share it with me? Share this, please. I didn't. It's okay. I can't believe I don't want to take any kind of sharing it, but there's people watching and I don't know where they're coming from. But anyway, yeah, so we're talking Amber. So after that, she has this baby. She has a baby she's with Matt. He's a clout chaser for 5 years, married a million times. That's a mess. He leaves her. Thank God. Who cares about him? So then she meets James, right? Or no, that's her name. She meets somebody, I forget his name, but she has another son. She goes after him with a knife. He up and leaves now. Fast forward now, he's got custody in California. She's in North Carolina of their son. So now she's lost custody of both kids because she went after him with a fucking knife. She denies it, but that's what happened. So now I didn't know oh my God, my boob. I just showed you my boobs. Oh my God, guys, I'm so sorry. Who cares? I used to be shipper. Anyway, if you guys saw that, I apologize. Anyway, I can't believe the way girls drive. Like I went to go get a bathing suit. Why don't they have asses any longer? Why aren't their asses cold? I feel like an old lady. I need my bottoms to have an ass in it. I need to cover my ass. I can't wear thongs, guys. I'm hot, but I'm not that hot. Like my body I gained 30 pounds. Last summer, yeah, I would have worn a thong. Yeah. All you have to do is I'll teach you later. Just all you do is hit share, and then a copy link, and then post the link just tell people that I'm here. Don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just stay where you're at. There's people here. I'll have to teach you later. But anyway, so Amber, so then she has a son with him, James. So James she does a bunch of lives in the meantime. And I don't know if they're filming. I stopped watching it, but she gets in a fight at the family, retreat of this people getting together. Now, Teen Mom, all these girls are still friends. All of the Teen Moms, 1 or 2, whatever, and OGs, they're now one show. And it's Amber, it's Janelle's back, Brianna, and what's her name? Don't worry about it, Mimir. I forget the other girl's name. The girl Cheyenne, her life, and then Jade and Sean's wedding is how they get all together. So Jade and Sean are doing amazing. So Jade and Sean get married. All of them show up. They're all in the wedding, all the girls. So it's Brianna, and Macy, and Leah didn't go. Leah's in some shit. Leah has no money. She was waitressing. Jeremy showed up drunk to her job and had some domestic violence things. So that's going with Leah. They're all going to teach, so she doesn't go to the wedding. But they all go to Jade and Sean's wedding. Now, Jade and Sean, remember them? They literally had a really bad, she's grown up with a drug addict mom. Of course, is about to go to jail before a wedding. A homeless drug addict mom and a dad. They're finally sober now because they just got out of rehab for her wedding. She also Sean was also getting high with the parents. So then he's been sober now for 3 years. They're engaged now. She's doing well. They get married. I'm happy for her. All of them go to the wedding. Cheyenne and her guy, remember Corey? They were all on MTV together. They met on MTV. Hey, Aaron, I'm back. My thing got broken or whatever. Aaron, if you could share this, please. Can you share this? I didn't have a chance to share. I don't want to hold anybody up. But so I'm talking about Amber now. So we're going down the line, and now to tell you where we're at now. Oh my God, it's bad. So I read you the thing. So she's starting to do all these lives, and she's talking a lot like weird. Like she has exactly what I have: BPD, bipolar 2, and she's on off her medication. So I recognize, but she's in this like manic state. So you have this thing called your favorite person, or you go like, so we're like, if you have like one person in your life, like you kind of take everybody else over. It's just weird, but it's like black and white thinking. So basically now I don't know why she turned on Christina and Gary. Christina has been raising her daughter for 8 years. Christina and Gary have included her in everything on these lives. This is like 2 years ago. She's bashing Christina, calling her a homewrecker and all kinds of names, like turned on her completely. So they start fighting. And it's like, girl, they were about to move you in their house. They were like they put, not in their house, but they put a trailer on their property for Amber to live in so she could be around her daughter. But her daughter recognizes now that Amber's the problem, but she blames them. So now, but fast forward to now, I don't know, they start filming, right? They're supposed to go to this wedding. She shows up late. Hasn't met this Gary Wyatt yet. Apparently she meets this guy Gary, and she's about to introduce him to everybody, and we haven't seen that yet. And it's like next episode. It's like what's airing right now. But apparently she told him, she said they had a heated discussion, not an explosive discussion. I should play her thing. Let me play it on here. She said that he left his phone. I guess it was her name. So apparently he must have got a new one. So she's not going back. I don't think dude's going back. He knows he's wanted or missing or whatever, but I don't think he cares. I mean, I think he might have done a live or something. Let me see. But she's like telling everybody, oh, we didn't have an explosive fight. I've changed. No, you haven't. Since when? You're still thinking Christina's the enemy. You go to, oh my God, the last episode, you should have seen how she treated Gary. She starts fighting with Gary at the dinner it's her 16th birthday, the daughter. So she's invited to that. She gets there late. It's Gary and Christina and her daughter. Her daughter's upset now because she wants to open her present. Or like, I don't eat the food. I don't know. Amber's late. She tries to say she's not, but I guess she was because Gary keeps saying it. So they fight about that, and then Gary asks what time it is. She starts fighting with Gary about that. She's like, what the fuck's your problem? And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Amber, your daughter's right there looking at you crying. Like, and Gary's like, no, I'm not saying anything. What is wrong with you, Amber? And I'm like, this is why. So now Christina's going to adopt her. And I thought at first, no, don't do that. Don't do that. It's not cool. But now I'm just like, you know what? And then she's fighting with her daughter, telling her daughter she's being cocky. Dude, she's not medicated, and it's not cool. I'm not medicated, but I recognize, I am self-aware. I am able to step out of myself now and have a different perspective on my personality. You guys know that I'm an open book. I tell you what my issues are. I'm not fucking denying, blaming anybody else. I know when I'm fucked up, and I'm in my brain, I'm believing that my husband's against me, but he's really not. And you guys know that he's not. But that's part of what she's going through. And she's like stuck in this shit where Christina's the enemy. Christina has been nothing but a good fucking mom to what's her daughter's name? I forget. Anyway, her daughter and Amber. So this is a toxic relationship. Because of her. And I don't think this Gary, but she's like, this guy's the love of my life. She met him on a dating app. I don't think he can deal with her because dude left. And apparently she told him to leave. That's what the reports are saying. And apparently, I guess Macy's going to visit her. But I'm invested again. I'm invested in him because I'm watching. There's nothing to watch on Bravo. I had no idea, guys, what I was covering today. I knew I was going to talk a little bit about the Billie Lee thing because I did go to her show last night, and it's called the Happy Tour. It was right down the street. It was like 5 minutes away. Super fucking fun, super cool. Like, of course, I'm a retard and I hide from everyone. I hide because I'm a retard, and like I had confidence since Kempire show. I've had the confidence to go things by myself, especially since I didn't know how big this place was, so I was figuring I could hang with T or her friend that was there because she was there by herself as well. But super awesome, and she's extremely devastated. You could tell the way she's speaking on this live. She just did this the other day. That podcast. She's not lying. I mean, there's no reason for her to lie. It makes sense. Everything that Kyle basically confirmed everything that she's saying, and it went down that way. And the intervention wasn't just her; it was everybody that's important to him in his life. And again, I'm going to remind you that the cast is not included. Tom Schwartz was not included. Why wouldn't Tom Schwartz be included in Tom Sandoval's intervention unless they aren't close any longer? So why do we the show's on pause because of this shit? They're on pause because nobody's fucking with Tom. Or Tom's not fucking with people. I know. It is her daughter, but the way, did you hear how she talked to her? Q, I was fucking, can you come on, please? You know, you're trying to somebody come up. I feel like I'm talking to myself. I know I'm not, because people, I'm just nervous because there's a lot of people watching. And I'm fidgety and I feel like I'm losing my confidence. Somebody please come up. But I feel like, God, my God, Amber, like I don't know by now if you, James, you don't see her. She's like, oh, I see James more than I see her. So, and then James, the son, I guess he's 5 or 6, old enough to talk, comes to visit, and she doesn't let the fucking daughter see. She basically doesn't. I don't know what happened. They didn't go to see her. She only lives 20 minutes away, but I don't know why they planned on going to bring James or bring whatever daughter. Aaliyah, did you tell me her name? Aaliyah, sorry. Her to see James, but I guess maybe Amber didn't answer the phone or some shit. And then she turns around and blames them. And there was a whole conversation about it. At Gary's house, Gary, the one she beat up and went to prison for. Amber, you need to learn, man. I don't know what. And I was on lives. I was watching her lives on Instagram, and I was chiming in, and I was sticking up for her. And I said, "Look, I know you have issues. I'm the same way. I'm manic. I'm doing what you do. I feel what you're feeling. Thank you, Aaron. I feel what you're feeling, but you're gonna regret this. Maybe you should just step back and recognize that Christina's not the enemy." And she ended up doing that, but now she's back on the same shit. She did not talk to Christina at all. And all you see is Ellie. I can't say. I hope I'm saying her name right. Crying to Christina, I wish my mom would stop doing this. And Amber doesn't recognize that. She thinks that her daughter needs therapy because her daughter doesn't understand why Amber went to prison, which is not even the case. Her daughter knows a lot. Is so much educated, more educated than Amber thinks. But to blame Gary and Christina for your daughter not wanting to have a relationship with you is bananas. Because of what you did at her birthday party was fucking wild. You walked in there late, acted like they did something to you. They barely wanted you to be included because of this fucking reason. Then you start going after Gary, call him a dickhead, an asshole, fucking telling your daughter she's being a smart ass. Who's that? And then you don't think you did anything wrong? I think that you drove this dude away. I really do. I believe you drove this fucking dude away. This Gary, what? He's from the Philippines. Let me see. Let me pull Gary up. He's hot, and I'm assuming that she did drive him away. I mean, I don't know. I think he did a live maybe or some shit. Let me see the news. He's missing. Oh man, release a statement. I mean, it's a joke. What is she doing? And she knows that he left on his own. She knows what happened. So why are you going to call the cops? Include his parents. Say his parents even hadn't heard from him. I think they're in the Philippines or something. He was seen in Princeton County. He must have made some kind of video or something. Let me see. Oh my God, a Facebook post with describing him. Oh my. There were several days. She said, okay, they were spending several days in the Smoky Mountains at her brother's wedding. And they had a conversation that turned emotional. Gary left in a car without her, and in the process left his phone behind. This is him here. He's very cute. He should have been home by now if he was driving back home to Indiana. It doesn't appear to be that he's been to their house in Indiana. Amber is distraught. She has friends helping to locate him. The outlet claims that poor reporter fancy missing place on Monday. She doesn't know where he is. She hasn't heard from him or communicated him or his family. The news comes days after the couple got engaged. The engagement took place within the last 2 weeks with proposing with a ring featured a family stone that was reset. Wow. On June 7th. They've been present. Oh man, poor. Yeah, I told you all her stuff. So, oh, I never shared that. Sorry, I was reading it. Yeah, that's that. So Tom's in trouble, and Amber's still the same. And I guess I'm gonna start covering Team Up because it was really good. So there's a lot going on. Bar and Ashley are getting divorced, which I'm shocked. I mean, he was actually emotionally cheating on her. They moved a lot. I don't know how I feel about them. Like she's becoming a nurse. I know that there must have been a lot more to this. I've always admired her like relationship with Bar because Bar's also struggles with addiction and like he's always been in trouble like me. You're trying to get out of it when you're clean and it sucks because you're like still trying to clean up your life. And like I really like Bar and her, but she's moved again to a different state. Or he's moved again to like a different state or California. Oh, I'm sorry. I know what happened. He got probation for something else, driving on the influence after they got married and she like trusted him because she's in nursing school and they have their daughter and they're like, okay, cool, Aaron. They literally have like a great relationship, but like she's in nursing school. He has trying to figure out what he was doing. He was smoking a lot of pot. Anyway, he had to finally do probation, but she wanted to move somewhere back to somewhere. He stays in LA. He ends up where he has to do his parole probation, whatever, to get that done, and then he's going to move with her. But in the meantime, he has. Thank you. It does look cute, doesn't it? In the meantime, he has an emotional affair. Now she wants a divorce, and I don't blame her. But I feel she's crying. She's heartbroken. All the girls are on like three-way calls. Brianna is a fucking Brianna is a fucking bitch, dude. I don't like the way she treats Devon. Devon's in the wedding. All the guys are in the wedding. Devon's in the wedding. Corey's in the wedding. I'm obsessed with Corey. I loved Corey back in the day. I loved his relationship with Cheyenne. They've always had a great relationship with friends, with their significant others, their kids. He wants another kid. Cheyenne's like, no, I don't think she's gonna have another kid. Cheyenne, I think they're good. So she's got one with Corey, one with I forget her new husband's name. I'll remember soon. He wants another one because he says when you walk downstairs, your both kids are yours. When I walk down, I only see one, and I'm like, dude, but you adopt it. You don't adopt it, but you have a good relationship with her daughter. But also with Corey, so they all have a great relationship. The kids have 4 parents, so I admire them too. They seem to be doing well financially. And Ashley's mom's getting a divorce from their dad. And we know like all their family. So yeah, and Amber, and so then also Kate and Tyler, who I'm obsessed with. I forgot to tell you. Kate and Tyler are back on. Kate's mom, she's not talking to her mom. Remember her mom and Butch were together. Butch was Tyler's dad. Tyler's dad was in drugs and he's been on and off. I think he's on again where he's on drugs or he's not been on the show for a while. He was clean for a long time. Everybody knew him. Butch. The mom was good. Not with Butch. Got out of trouble. Married another guy on TV. I don't know. Is she? I don't know. She was with a guy that was 90 Day Fiance though. But Kate's mom, she doesn't like her mom drinking in front of her kids. That's a boundary. Kate, I guess when we saw what they went through, because we have been watching Kate and Tyler from the very beginning, 15 years now, and they were teenagers when their parents got together, when they got together, and it was fights and drinking and alcohol and beating each other up. So it was very toxic. She doesn't like around again. That's what happened. So I'm gonna bring up Cube. Hey, oh, I love your hair. How are you?
For Father's Day, DJ asked, babe, can you straighten your hair because I haven't seen your hair straightened in a while. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it.
Babe, can you straighten your hair? I haven't seen it straight in a while. I love you're so pretty.
Thank you. But Saturday, I'm
You
definitely
watching the
going to be
show,
curling
right?
my hair. Mm-hmm.
So you've been watching. So what do you think? Am I correct or what?
You're correct, but I do want to say something about Amber. Amber is what I call a repeated offender.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of parents feel like that their child is going to be like them when it's not. And that's just the case. I
She's
think
never been.
Amber likes being pregnant because you have women who love being pregnant.
Well, she's not pregnant though. I
Well,
mean,
here's the thing: she has 2 kids, but when she was pregnant, she loved it. But the
see,
problem,
I don't think so. I think she's too much like me. Like I can't handle kids. I didn't have them because of my mental illness, and she's the same as me. So she couldn't handle having her 2 kids.
and my thing about it, you have women out there who love being pregnant, but you have also they don't like taking care of the kids because they mentally do not have the capacity to do it.
And I knew that. I knew that about myself, and I know that about her. And I don't know. So I don't know that. I think this guy realized very quickly this whole situation that's going on now in real life. She probably made him leave. He
She
probably got out
probably
there.
she probably did, and he was probably like, you know what, I just need to leave because I don't see myself being with her. Do I
No.
believe that they were engaged? Yeah. And then he was probably like, you know what, I better
It
get
was
out
a
of
family
town.
ring too. It was a family ring too.
He's probably like, you know what, I better get out of town now. He probably did his research.
I know, and it's like, why would she report him missing, knowing it's going to come up on social media? We're going to see her
Right.
toxic relationship again when we have not even on the show have met him yet. He's
And
just come in the picture on the
the
season that they're airing.
the thing about that, if every boyfriend that she has had in the past
Mm-hmm.
has seen her actions and what she does, then there
Yep.
would have been a different outcome.
I mean, I want this guy now that she's brought it to the forefront. We're going to want to hear from him. We're going to want to know what really happened, just like we did with the other one, the one that's in.
When Andrew came to the
Yeah,
front
Andrew.
and talked about what happened, I remember him also posting on Instagram
Yeah.
like the abuse and everything and how crazy she would be.
And we heard the fucking video recording of when she was barely went after him with a knife.
Exactly. And
So
for her to say, and for her to be on camera to say, I need my son back. I'm nothing without my son. This is totally different than me being a mother to Aaliyah.
yeah,
What's the
yeah.
difference? One is a boy, the other one's a girl.
Did you hear the way she talked to her daughter?
Yeah, she talked to
Listen,
her like she was nothing.
like
And
a grown woman.
I'm proud of Gary for saying, okay, this is over, let's go.
I was like, wow, this is, and the way she's treated Christina in the last couple of years, like, girl, what? This woman,
I was kind of always on the fence, like, okay, hold on. Did Christina do something that we didn't see? But at the same time, I'm looking at Christina like, nah,
no,
she couldn't because she's not that type of person.
Gary wouldn't. We would know. Gary would not. Christine would say, "Look, I said something or I did something." But to call her a homewrecker, you've been fucking my man for years. Like what? Gary tried to hit on me.
The thing about this is that Gary should have never said, I will be here when you get out of prison. That's something that you never want to
I
do
know.
because then you're leading it on. And
She
for
has never. She won't forget it. She never forgets that.
right, for everybody who's asking where's my left nose ring, I had to take it out. We're
Me
out
too.
in Teague Saturday, and I wound up using some Dove soap on my piercing, and I was sweating a lot, and it got irritated.
Listen, when you take it out, I've been putting Neosporin on the bar before I put it in. And I'm telling you, it healed it up. I got to redo it again. I have to
My little sister told me,
bring it
she's
out.
like, no, take it out. Since it was the good one that got pierced, it's not going to close up. Use some tea tree oil for a good 2 weeks. It'll go away. She's like, sis, it got irritated. She's like, but what about our right one? Since the right one was the one that you jumped on.
Listen, let's talk.
Nothing.
I need your opinion too. What do you think about fucking Leah, the one who had the guy that was black guy that she was with? Did we ever find out what happened with them? What the fuck happened with
I don't
Leah?
know. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
How weird was that?
He was like a con artist or something like that.
No,
He
really.
was like a scam person.
Is that why?
And the house in the house he didn't own. He didn't own the house.
So they moved. So he was working for the government. He worked for the government. He says,
Mm-hmm.
right? So was he really working for the government?
I don't think so, because from my understanding, that whole entire thing was wrapped up around a lie that he was working for the government, but it was the housing part that was sketchy, and he really wasn't a real estate agent.
So he moves. So she moves to the house that she thinks he owns,
right? And that she thinks that he bought for her and her kids. That wasn't the case.
Right. That's right. And then he lied. Okay, that's right. And then it was all a bunch of other stuff too.
Right. And then she went in to go get her real estate license, and she got herself a house. But at the same time, she's working a 9-to-5, trying to support her kids.
And he didn't do it. He lied.
And he didn't do it. He lied. So, from my understanding, that part was sketchy. And her friend, I remember her friend asking, would you go back to dating him again? And she's like, only if I knew his intentions. She's like, but for every guy right now, I'm kind of sketchy about.
Did you see what happened with and then Jeremy? What the hell is that about?
Jeremy has
What?
been out of control.
What since when?
Since she started dating other guy. He hates that she
Well,
moves
listen,
on.
like, what is his fucking problem? Why would he go to her job? First of all, why is she so broke? She's working at fucking a
I don't
diner.
know what. Look here. She could have pulled a Teresa. She could have just wanted spending
Something's
her
up with
money
her.
recklessly and not
Something.
investing in
Yeah,
property.
there's something up with her, man.
My thing about that is that she should have did what every other teen mom did. They buy
What?
property, they build on the property,
I
they
know.
sell the property, and you
They
get
all
your
move.
money.
They all move a lot. It's ridiculous. I'm so
And
proud of Sean and Jade, though. I'm so
me too.
proud of Sean and Jade. And they waited a couple years. Like
They waited, but I always had hope for those two though.
me too.
My hope was high. It's like you're
Me
just in
too.
your F bomb moment right now,
She
but
needs her
dude,
mom out of here, though. She needs her mom out of her life. That's gonna. I don't think that's. I think that is going to ruin Sean and her. If anything's ever going to ruin their relationship, it's going to be the parents because it always has. And she still apparently cannot stay out of trouble or stay clean. She just got to rehab again.
my thing about this is how many times has Tyler's dad been to rehab? I don't know.
And again, now, yeah, Tyler, a lot's going on. Like Kate's mom, I think she's always drank, but I think Kate's always had that boundary that she just crossed with her. And I feel bad that oh my God, that their daughter was like, I miss my mom or whatever she calls her.
Right.
Kate's mom. And then Kate's mom gets in the hospital, but she hugged Kate in the car, and I thought that was good.
I think that's something that Caitlyn needed.
She needed that.
She needed that. She needed to be able to express herself because all that drama that had to do with her brother, it tore their relationship apart.
I forgot about that. Her brother stole from them.
Mm-hmm.
Her brother steals from them. Butch can't stay sober. Tyler's dad. Tyler's going through it all. They're staying together. Her mom, Kate's going through a lot. Every time she got pregnant, she had postpartum. They finally get they moved again. They bought a farmhouse. They were happy there. Then they moved again. Butch hasn't been able to stay clean because we haven't seen him. But remember how many people were rooting for Butch?
A lot.
He Instagram.
To this day, I will always root for Butch more than I will root for Amber.
Amber's got to fucking recognize she's the fucking problem. And if you do not treat people that way.
Here's the funny thing about it. I think that they're keeping Amber around for ratings. It's no different than some of them are keeping Teresa around for ratings.
And Janelle, what the
I'm happy that Janelle came back.
Yeah, Janelle, because I think David's a fucking murder and unaliver. He murdered their dog.
Here's the thing. I've been on that David unalived that dog.
Mother.
He's a narcissistic person.
It was scumbag. How dare you? I will never forgive. I can't.
I can't forgive David for putting his hands on Jace.
On Jace. Did you fuck guys? Oh my God. He strangled Jace.
He did.
Jace, dude. And she didn't leave him.
I got rules when it gets down to my cousins.
Fuck
I
you,
got rules when it gets down to Dakota.
Rules? That is life. That ain't rules. That's just fucking life. That's everybody's fucking rule.
Leave your hands off the kids. I don't care if they're adults. I don't care if they're teenagers. Keep your hands off them. If you need to go punch something, go punch a wall.
Don't punch anything. Why is he not in jail? Leave that motherfucker. He should be.
I think it's
he definitely on Amber.
I think it's because they're getting a divorce. They have to be separated for a certain amount of time in that state. And that's a no contact order.
She's not doing good though. I don't know. I know all that.
And I think the reason why Janelle moved to Florida was because he kept coming back to that land, and he kept threatening her. And
he's dangerous. He's a fucking abuser.
And she even asked in I think it was a restraining order or something like that, that the state take away his guns, and he probably has hidden guns, knowing him.
And he strangled Jace.
True.
He should not be allowed her. She should never be around him ever again. What he did to her son. He beat the fuck out of her. We know that. She called 911. We know that. She can deny it all she wants, but yes, she's afraid for her life. And I believe that's why Teen Mom is putting her back on the show, because at least there's eyes on her. You know what I mean?
And at least there's proof.
Like, well, not even that. I hope he doesn't touch her, but I'm just saying, like, he's not allowed around MTV.
He's not allowed around MTV. He's not allowed around Jace.
Their house.
And I doubt that, from what Janelle's been telling us for I don't know how many months, that he has not seen or contacted her to see Inslee.
His daughter. He should never be around his kids. He should never have an animal, a child, or a girlfriend. He is very dangerous. He has unalived her dog and tried to unalive her son.
All I'm gonna say is that I do follow David to see his actions
what the
on
fuck
TikTok. He be trying to rap some country stuff.
But what's he
needs to learn how to put two sentences together. One of them songs need to be about
fuck him and his TikTok. Fuck you and your TikTok. Fuck you and your TikTok, you fucking scumbag. Touching Jace. I don't give a fuck about his TikTok.
And he was on there talking about, I miss the kids.
No,
in my mind, I'm like, no, you miss abusing. You miss being
you killed
abusive.
Their dog and you abused their kids. Fuck off, David.
And he's already lost custody of his youngest child. Well, his second child that he has by somebody else, because he's not even allowed to see that son.
No. These girls, I'm telling you, they seem to all be doing okay, except they've gotten rid of, like, I'm scared for Janelle's life, and I can't believe she left Jace alone at that house while she went to wherever she went, Florida. I hope to God there's another adult there, because
because she does have her friend who went there with her during Inslee's tonsillectomy to have her tonsils removed.
Oh, that August guy,
right? That August guy, and then she also does have a female friend.
Yeah, and I guess she's going to get with that August guy, she said, basically.
She said basically, but she's also trying to take it slow.
I mean, come on. She's thinking about moving, I guess, with him, to buy a house with him. So I wonder if she actually moved now.
I wonder, too.
I hope she does. I'm scared for her life.
Knowing Janelle, I think somewhere in the court hearing, it also said that Jace needed to also have his dad or contact his dad or something like that to remain in contact with him, just so he knows he's been trying for the longest to be in his son's life.
Yes, Janelle's back. Yes, and David tried to David strangled Jace. She got full custody back of Jace after years of her mom having Jace. He looks like a grown man. I'm so proud of these kids, but he strangled him. She did, and the cops had to make her leave this motherfucker. She didn't even leave him.
That's because the cop system down there is corrupt.
Yeah. What the fuck, Janelle? Why would you not fucking leave him instantly? The cops should not have told you that. They said, oh, you have to. I think she was scared because they said, look, Jace, he can't come back to the house with Jace there. So she had to divorce him. And she wouldn't even divorce him for MTV because MTV didn't want him around because he was a fucking piece of shit to everybody. He was causing problems. And once he finds out, I guarantee when he finds out she's back on TV, he's going to lose his mind again. He's on TV hacking a tree to death. He killed their dog and then tried to kill her son. And then he went after her because he called 911.
And no offense, if you actually search up Andrew, I forget his last name, Jace's dad, and if you look at Janelle, literally, Jace is a mirror between his mom and his dad.
No, he's such a cute kid. And I wouldn't say, like, I miss the other one. I miss the one chick. What was her name? Let's see. The one that, oh man, she married that really cool guy named Cole. And then they have some kids.
I know who you're talking about. Kelsey, there we go.
I miss Chelsea. So it's Cheyenne and Ashley, who's divorcing Barr. Ashley and Barr. Cheyenne and her husband, and then Corey and his girlfriend that we all know from MTV shows, if you guys know that. Amber and her toxic ass life. Who am I missing? Toxic. Leah. Who is having a hard time with relationships. Her ex just fucking stalked her. I don't know.
And then we have Mackenzie's back.
Oh, and Mackenzie, that's right. She's got a new boyfriend.
She is back.
I love Mackenzie. Remember her mom had cancer and passed away? We watched it.
Right.
She's with a new guy who loves her to death. They just got engaged. He's amazing to the kids.
He loves the kids like his own.
Oh man, her dad's really happy because her dad's been very depressed since the mom died. It was so sad. I cried. I've always cried since her mom passed away. I cried
I
watching this.
did too. It was hard for me to watch.
Yeah, like we're empaths. So like when we see people hurt and it hurts us and we don't even know why, we don't know these people. I say to my husband, "You're fucking Jeffrey Dahmer," because I would cry watch when like he died. I was like, "You're," I'm like, "Oh my god," and I'm like, "Why are you crying?" And he's like, "Because I don't know these people." I'm like, "You're fucking goddamn god, Jeffrey Dahmer." I was like, whatever his name is, the other not on a live ride. And then I didn't realize at that point what empathy was and an empath and like why I would cry with people I didn't know. But I just feel their pain. Like I was crying with Billy Lee for fuck's sake about Tom Sandoval.
It's hard because Billy Lee's been put through a lot.
A lot.
And it's not even her fault. She didn't ask for this.
No.
She didn't ask for this, but Tom, you need to speak up, open up your mouth, say something.
Dickhead. He's delusional. He must be on drugs. This is your intervention, Tom. I said this on Tuesday. We're not the only ones saying it. I don't know who else is talking about it. My perception as an addict, and everybody else says that the pills, and you told her she had to go to rehab. He has made that clear. This girl, I've looked her up. She does not own any homes in the hills. Maybe I'll look up a different name. I'll go deeper dive to look for it. I just need to prove that I don't like how this girl's running her mouth thinking she's been wherever than Tom. Tom wanted somebody more famous than T. What a motherfucking dickhead. I really now believe that this is who he is, and I was delusional for the last 18 years or 15 years. And I feel like maybe we just didn't see it because being so dirty that your fucking cats and dogs are pissing and shitting on your carpets and you're not fucking cleaning it up and they had to rip them out. Sheena had to come clean your house. Now I believe, Tom, you have been on drugs and you have left your house a fucking shithole because why would they have to do that?
My thing about this is as much as I could see through Tom's BS.
I couldn't. I was delusional.
I still rooted for the dude, knowing and hoping that he would change.
I didn't think he was. I didn't think anything. I thought he was perfect. I thought Tom was perfect until this happened. So I thought he was perfect. Perfect friend, perfect boyfriend. I thought him and Ariana just had a cool ass relationship. He's a rock star. She didn't want to get married when he had nobody making him settle down. So she was a cool ass girlfriend. He had her at home. He didn't appreciate this fucking cool ass girl that he had named Ariana, who fucking didn't give him shit for his life. And this dirty ass motherfucker is out fucking cheating on her and doing drugs and bringing drugs back to the house. And I'm almost killing her dog. She didn't deserve this. And this girl is nothing like Ariana. This girl is the opposite of Ariana right now.
Sometimes there's an old saying that goes, "Things are too good to be true, and when it's not true, recognize it." A perfect relationship does not exist.
Listen, it does not that it's not perfect. She needs rehab. This toxicity is because this girl is like manic and on drugs. This is not the relationship he should be in. This is why the show's on pause. I completely believe this.
And my thing about the show shouldn't be put on pause. They need to show it all. And stop giving him a good edit.
That's the fucking problem. They gave this motherfucker. He got an end on a good note, and he's high now. He thinks that we want to see. They're not filming because they don't want to see this mess of a girlfriend he's got.
Well, we need to see it.
Worse than Joe.
We need to see it. And the reason why, let me tell you why. It's because they made Ariana look bad.
Yes, but the world has seen that that's not true. And that Alex Baskin Robbins, Jeremiah the Bullfrog, and the other motherfucker, I don't give a fuck. Them fucking assholes that gave him a good edit are stupid. What are you going to do now with him? The house is so gross they had to replace the carpets. You can't film there. Ariana said you can't film here. We can't have a party here. Sheena had to go clean that shit with she had hazmat suit on, cleaning her house, but should have told us something. He wasn't taking care of those animals. Ability to get your animals out of here, Ariana, because they're not safe. Kitty was shitting and pissing everywhere, and Tom's leaving. And that's not fair because I feel like they were missing Ariana. I don't know how she left them for 6 weeks at a time. I do not know. I trust Billy Lee.
I think this is where I would say call ASPS, Animal Services.
She's got a prince. Well, no, because then they're going to take her animals from her.
My thing about this is that if Ariana herself cannot take care of them, and she needs to stop leaving them with Tom.
I know. I don't know.
The words that I hate to say is rehome.
Well, if you're fucked up if you're sleeping all fucking day, what do you think the animals are going to shit and piss at? Yeah, they're going to. shit and piss everywhere. He had Billy Lee hired them assistants. She trained them assistants to pick up piss and shit. That's the assistants we saw. That was because of Billy Lee, the good friend that she is. We are not, they have given him, they have protected his house, protected that shithole apparently. No cameras, mother, no fucking cameras with the most hated man in America and the most popular man, the number one guy in the group, and then the most talked about scandal, and they have no cameras. So that's why the Billy Lee thing wasn't fucking making sense. They bought cameras and then they just sat there. And this dude's on drugs. So where is that now? Filming traitors. Now we know why, because this traces back to when he was filming. His eyes looked like he was bugged the fuck out on his podcast. He was bugged the fuck out. Sorry, when it was airing, because he was recapping it on his podcast like this, and then he's talking about doing GHP with Michael Rappaport, or I'm sorry, Jerry O'Connell on his podcast. So you're doing drugs like this girl. So no wonder you relate to Nick Vile's
I was
podcast.
about to say Michael Rappaport will rip him apart and rip him a new one.
He's actually on his side. But it was Jerry O'Connell. I'm sorry, Jerry O'Connell. He's like, oh, did it kick in yet, dude? Why are you doing GHB, Tom? You can't
something is wrong. I think
something
it's time for an intervention.
I know.
If anything, bring back Vanderpump for him to do.
Are Tom Schwartz and why are the Vanderpump people not involved? What does that tell you?
That tells you that they're not really friends in real life.
No. So all that bullshit of them breaking the fourth wall and Sheena crying and Tom, I can't make a decision. It's a lifelong decision. These people aren't your life now. What the fuck?
Do you know what this reminds me of? And tell me if I'm wrong. So remember when Kyle said that, you know, when we're all filming, we all don't really hang out in real life.
Right. Yep.
And she was talking about her and Dorit. Okay, the actor was kind of like that type of situation. They're only there for the show.
It's like you don't even go
there for the show. They don't hang out in real life.
No. It's like, girl, you don't even go here. You don't even go here. You know what I mean?
It's like, but the only ones that we know that hangs out in real life is
Kyle. Not even Kyle.
Not Kyle. I'm blanking her name.
Oh, I know.
Sutton and Garcelle.
Oh, talk about Crystal. I'm talking about
right. Well, those are the only three that really do hang out in real life.
Well, listen to this. The people that were at Tom's intervention were Jason Bader, who we only know for this podcast, and his band. Kyle Chan, who doesn't go to his house. Kyle knew he was in trouble. Billy Lee, who is the most important, obviously, and his assistant, Josh, who's his cousin. All were the ones worried. No, there's no Schwartz involved. So these are the people that...
It's because they don't hang out in real life.
Right. So that means I feel like he didn't show up to it. He didn't even show up to it. Then Kyle turns around. They didn't even believe the Victoria's fucking story. They didn't believe it because she said that's not what the fuck happened. There was no proof. She can actually sue them, she said.
Right.
For defamation.
And that's why I mean, Billy Lee needs to go right in and file a lawsuit. And he was defamation of character. Right. It's going to hurt her business.
I'm glad that T was there because T told us how when she was dating Tom what was happening. It was like literally this. She's like, I had no problem with you. I wasn't. This whole thing happened when Victoria came around, and yeah, maybe he started drinking with her, but the girl's on drugs. Obviously.
I agree.
So and Billy Lee has said it. And so did the guy in there. So, like, if they're not including her, all of them are not including her. They want to say, Tom, what's up? What the fuck? Like, maybe not blame her completely, but realize, dude, you're not going to have a fucking show because you can't go to the Valley like this. This bitch can't fucking film. He knows this.
If the Valley, here's the thing. If the Valley keeps Jax around, and I hope that they don't.
Well, they
can't. And Tom goes to the Valley.
He's not going to because Tom Schwartz isn't even his friend anymore. So there's no reason for him to be on the Valley. There's no fucking Tom. There's no how he's not doing a family life. That girl is a drug addict. He's a party animal. He's partying all night with this bitch and sleeping all day, waking up and she must be addicted to pills because she.
And how is he paying his bills?
I don't know. Billy Lee said he ran out of money when the show stopped filming, so he was broke after he got paid for Vanderpump. So this girl. I don't know what her. I have to find it. I don't think she lives at his house. So what happened to you taking care of your dad? Why are you not in your house taking care of your dad while Tom's away? Why are you?
Because I don't think her dad's sick. I don't think her dad's sick.
Billie Lee only would answer the stuff about herself, and I respect her for that.
Right.
But she said, if you want to do a deep dive, she's like, I'm not going to say anything about her living situation, but you're right. So basically, it is her parents' house. It's her dad's house. She's not taking care of him. That's a bold ass lie. She doesn't
Her
make
dad's probably working a great job.
It probably
working there
she might
forever.
have been a model. She was only a model once or twice. She has no I can't find any background on this girl.
I tried looking and there was nothing either. My thing about that is that quit lying about dating Leonardo DiCaprio.
She left and probably fucked him one night and that was it.
It's like, look here, we all know that Leonardo DiCaprio would have a one night stand.
He would have a one night stand with her, definitely, because she was 23 or 18 or something at the time. It was a long time ago. That's the only thing you have on her, because they said, "Oh, who's this girl?" They found out who she was, a model at one point. There's no new news.
There's nothing new there. I mean, she's pretty much a nobody.
Right. And Tom said, I got to date somebody more famous with a naked chick in his bed who's not famous. I hate when that ends my stream. It's like, dude, what are you saying? And somebody's not going to ride my my cocktails. Basically making fun of the book that he did with Ariana, saying that Ariana wrote his coattails on his cock, which fuck you, motherfucker.
My thing about that is that Ariana is coming out with her cocktail book without him, and he's pissed about it.
Well, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. That's on you, dude. You should be proud of her.
Look here.
Say that shit to her.
As soon as Ariana drops, when her cocktail book comes out, I'm gonna go buy it.
Fucking this is gonna be a #1 bestseller. She is the fucking, look at her. She looks amazing. Like, she's the Love Island fucking host. The show that she used to watch with Tom. This Tom is not the same Tom she dated. That's on, and I feel bad for her because she's got a more the guy that she really was going to marry at one point and thought was getting better. And even Billie Lee said for a while he was doing well. He was working out, she said. The end of the podcast, she said he was great. And he met Victoria in November. This bitch is saying March. I don't remember. It's like, bitch, I was fucking in November. But anyway, he was still having sex with T in December. So he's already cheated on this Victoria girl. Victoria, I know you're watching because you do. She watched the one. Apparently she's blocked on Instagram, but Billie Lee has made confirmation. She has watched everything. She's addicted to this stuff, addicted to watching what we say about her because she was irrelevant before. And I'm not dissing your irrelevance. I'm irrelevant as well. I'm nobody too. But I also was a drug addict like yourself, and you can't bullshit me. Okay, you cannot lie to me. You cannot lie to the 3,000 people that were watching you. You need to get help. Because this is not going to end well. You're 33. I was 36 when I finally got clean, and I almost died 3 times. I did die. It's not worth it. And Tom we don't want you. We don't want season 14. We don't want you there. No offense. But we don't need interventions. We don't need you. It was an episode of Jerry Springer Intervention. That's what that fucking, sorry, Adam. That's Jerry what that Springer. Was. But that's what that was with Adam. No offense to Adam. He had no idea what he was walking himself into. Kyle Chan should have known better. And Billie Lee said that shit. Kyle Chan is too busy fucking being a pussy boy and fucking trying to have sex with Tom on fucking Ambien, okay? And they all joke about it. So
that's nothing to be joking about because that's a
right. Well, they turned it around on Billie Lee.
And that's what I'm saying. My thing about it is all these people know the truth. But they don't want to tell the truth because they know that a lie sounds way better than the truth.
They don't have to say anything because we saw it for ourselves. I saw it.
Exactly.
So try lying, Tom. The bitch is a mess, and you know it. And it doesn't make sense that these people aren't talking to you. Like, why is Schwartz talking to you? That's your fucking buddy.
Isn't he still making money off of the bar?
You know what? Good question. Good question. I have no fucking clue what the fuck.
Isn't he like 5% owner or something like that?
He's 5% owner of TomTom, which has got a lot of money. It's a lot. That's 5% of like $10 million, you know? Then he's full owner of 50% of Schwartz and Sandy's, which we know is making money. So, and he's also $1 million an episode. So where the fuck is your money going?
My thing about it is that with that money, pay your mama back.
Well, that's the thing with her. I believe that she invested that money in the. I don't think she's owed the money back. I think she did it as an investment. So she makes money when it makes money. So that's what I think she had the money to do. It wasn't her last. People say that that's not the case. She has already cleared this up. She had that money to invest to help him and also invest in the restaurant. So when it makes money, she makes money. That's how she gets paid back. So I believe she probably has gotten her money back. But I wish people would just. I wish he would come out or they would clear it up again because I don't like people say that because as much as I'm mad at him, he did not take his mom's last name. He's paid his mom back and she didn't do it for like that. It wasn't a loan. It was an investment. So He's also
It,
paid for sports his brothers to come up. He has done a lot of good things for people, and he's good with them. But I don't know who this person is. Billy, like, I don't know this Tom. She's like, I'm so heartbroken. She was doing the ugly cry last night. She's devastated because they've.
I think it's going to take for Tom to lose it all. I
I
think
know.
that if
Her
Lisa,
name.
I think that if Lisa buys out the other 5% from Tom,
I don't think. I don't know. I don't know. He needs to keep his bar now. He needs to keep his bar because he doesn't have anything else. So
and which because they are ownerships of it.
yeah, I think he needs to keep the bar.
Tom and Sandy's, he
I
just
wouldn't.
stays 50%.
But that's his name, and I wouldn't get rid of it either. That's my name. You're not going to have my name. No. I feel like he needs to keep that part because I think that's the only thing that's going to keep his fucking life in check is that these bar owners or these pet partners he's have are going to have to fucking tell him, you cannot have a drug. You cannot do this. You're not showing up for meetings. And Jason Bader was saying they weren't getting paid. And how does he not have money?
I
Because
don't.
his bars make money. So at least he gets his money. So and he's making money off the show. He makes he pays the band out of his own pocket, and so like the whole I don't know. I don't know
I wish that TV show off of MTV, I think it was called Rehab, was
yeah.
still on, so that he could just go.
Well, Dr. Drew, I think we need to get Dr. Drew to come on and like analyze what's happening and have a talk with him. He respects Dr. Drew a lot because they were on Special Forces together, and Dr. Drew did Celebrity Rehab. And he needs to just tell him, Tom, it's obvious what she's done. You cannot lie to me. Just like you can't lie to me. He can't lie to Dr. Drew. He doesn't have to do it publicly, but she needs help. And it doesn't have to be public. This is the problem. They could have gotten her to help, not privately, and we would have known nothing. But they had just Kyle Chan and their mess of a girlfriend. All Billy Lee said was drug accusations. They could have debunked it by coming on sober and acting like you know what the fuck is going on because you motherfuckers are not making sense. And Billy Lee cleared it up very quietly. I was fast forwarding her. She still sounded normal. She takes her time. She was very upset. She went through her receipts. She only debunked her stuff. She didn't like put them down. She said some things that were true, but they really brought her. And Tom has no idea. I don't know what his deal is because that statement came from Josh. Josh is the assistant that was started the intervention thing to begin with. So Tom, you didn't see how mess of a girl. She could have debunked it by coming on sober. And the fact that she couldn't be sober for that time tells me she can't stay sober at all because she can't be without her pills because she couldn't do it long enough for an hour and a half. And she really made a clown out of herself. And we're no ways, that's the last time to make a first impression. We're never going to look at you the same. You fucked up your chance with us and Tom. We're not going to get I don't want you with him. I'm doing an intervention. I'm now team, not Victoria. He needs to be with somebody who's not going to fucking make him feel like he's got to call the cops and record your fights. What the fuck is that?
It's almost like that he needs a regular person. He doesn't need anyone famous. He just needs a regular girl who works a 9-to-5 job.
I miss Rachel. Sorry.
I'm not talking about Rachel.
I miss Rachel.
Rachel needs to go have
this bitch is like she fucked me. I don't think she's
drunk. She needs to go have 4 seats, okay?
All right. Who do we miss? Oh no, T. I want him with T. I wanted him with T. T liked him a lot. T was beautiful.
T would have really mellowed him out.
Yes, she did. They had a great time, she said.
And I don't think he's ready for that. I think he wants to be in
his
60s.
What happened to him?
I don't know, but I think he wants to be in his 60s and still go party hard.
But okay, fine. But then you gotta be able to get up and go to work. You have to be able to appear to have it together like me.
Well, kind of like you said, he's got the bars.
You would never know if I did drugs again.
So
I would never.
Bars are bringing revenue for him.
But he's not showing up to meetings. Then he's going to get kicked out of his partnerships. So he needs to do the drugs, but he needs to have his life into. If you cannot handle the drugs, Tom, I'm not telling you to stop doing drugs. I'm telling, like I tell my other friends, if you can't handle said drugs, then don't fucking do them. If you can't get up in the morning and do your fucking life and be an adult, then you don't have the right to do any of these drugs at all. Okay, because I get up and you guys would never know if I ever fucked up on meth or fucked up on anything. Nobody would know because my life wouldn't change. I would be able to I would never do that to myself again. But like I'm saying, we wouldn't have known. This motherfucker has been protected by Bravo. That's an enabler. This bitch is an enabler. He's an enabler. Kyle Chan is a motherfucking enabler. And that's not going to get his life into, and we're not going to see this because we don't want to see this. And that's why they're on pause, I believe, because they can't bring this fucking asshole back and make him look good because he's not getting up for motherfucking work. Because this bitch, he can't film with her.
I think this is it. I don't think they're going to bring back Vanderpump. I
and
think
he's not, and they can't bring him to the Valley because she's not Valley material.
she's not. I think that they're going to just
everything
let Tom Sandoval go, and then take the rest of the cast and just move on to the Valley.
Schwartz needs to buy a house in the Valley. Thank God Schwartz didn't move in with him. Could you imagine?
Even Schwartz told Ariana, "I cannot afford it. This would be a bad investment for me."
20, I know. And they had to there was so much piss and shit on the carpets, they had to tear them up. That is disgusting. That is disgusting, Tom Sandoval. And you hired assistants. Billy Lee had to go there and wake him up and do this. She said I was like his wife, but I liked when he had a girlfriend. She did not fuck him. And even if she did a long time ago, that is nobody's business. And that is not Victoria's business. And yes, they talked about having a child, and it was nothing. It was when he was with Ariana, and it was nothing like this girl was saying. That girl made it sound like Billy Lee's a desperate, psychotic, and like person that's like trying to take Tom's name and steal his sperm, and Kyle's a fucking druggie or drug. This girl made a lot.
She made it seem like that Billy Lee was a sicko, and I didn't like that.
That we count. The people that are watching Tom, we're the ones who watch her show. So we are the ones that count, not the motherfuckers that are, it's mainstream media. Us. We saw what your girlfriend is. We saw the show. This is season 14. You're a toxic mess. You fucked up with Billy Lee. She had to come out and say shit. This is your intervention. We ain't going to fuck with you anymore. That's disgusting. We don't fuck with people like that.
All I'm going to say is that we completely done with you, Tom Sandoval.
Yeah, you need to get Victoria.
We wish you the best.
Yeah,
your future endeavors. We're just going to give you a piece now.
We will not in future. We will not enable this mess.
Right.
Until he makes this girl get help, she cannot appear on TV. They cannot film with her. This is worse than Joe. This chick is actually a crackhead. We thought Joe was a crackhead. This girl's an actual crackhead.
I never thought that Joe was a crackhead. I just thought that she was very interesting.
Well, she was very like me. She's all over the chicken.
Right.
Stop moving like me. Like I
and I didn't like that Katie bullied her.
Neither.
Joe didn't deserve that.
No, and she made a lot of mistakes too afterwards. But listen, these people weren't used to social media, but Victoria, you acted like an A-lister who was better than Tom, and you can't be seen in public with Tom Sandoval, you fucking mess. You should be on intervention. That's what you look like. You look nothing like your pictures. You are a beat up version, you're an FD version of your old self, a fucked down version of the model that you were when you were 18, that you said your mom had you hired them through a picture. Whatever, bitch. I'm going to do a deep dive on you. You need to get away from our Sandoval. He's had enough fucking scandals. We don't need you fucking being another one.
I'm going to tell you this. We say that, but Sandoval has to say when it's enough.
Well, guess what? We're gonna cancel him because the show's not filming or airing. So you're nobody right now, Tom. You are nobody except for what you show on social media, and you done fucked up. And if you're on trailers, you can't blame it on that. You should have been. Then Josh should have never put a statement out in your name because you basically fucked Billy Lee again with that statement. And if you didn't see the show, your girlfriend was a fucking a Jerry Springer version of intervention. And Kyle was a fucking delusional mess who Billy Lee said was trying to help Tom in the worst way by being an enabler. But
I feel like that whatever they're doing over there at Tom's house, Kyle's getting some of it too.
Well, Kyle apparently does drugs, but he does Ambien, and he basically tries to molest Tom. I don't know. That was where those accusations actually came from Tom. And yeah, no cameras. What is that shit? No cameras. My fans. Okay. No cameras on the most actually number one reality star, and which is Ariana.
I'm gonna.
So why are you have no cameras at your house, Tom, when you were the most talked about couple in reality TV? And
nowadays you kind of about need cameras, but I'm like,
we have cameras. I have 19 of them. No, I have 9, but and you know why? I told you why I have them.
Right, I know, but the thing about it is that I'm not going to turn around there and record my neighbors who argue, fight every morning.
We don't have to.
I wish I did have a
In
second.
my house. Fuck my
I
neighbors.
might take Dakota's phone and set it up just to record it because.
Well, listen, if you're going to record your fights with your girlfriend, that's a problem. If you're not going to have people protected at your house. Like,
But my thing about that is,
he needs to be right now. That's not cool.
Even my grandma knows how to record stuff.
Well, that's not even the problem. He has the camera set up. He should have a security thing. All he has to do is fucking put a hard. It's like a system that he refuses to fucking, like, so lazy, refuses to set the fuck up. But people are getting fucking, like, robbed. Literally, Billy Lee's car was robbed at his house. That is why they bought her a new laptop, because it was at his driveway with no cameras. It wasn't because he was, it was so crazy the way she was acting. Like, oh, I bought her this and blah, 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 blah. Because it was at the house that you live in. And now she's living at Tom's while he's away. Why? You have a dad that's sick, remember? Your girl has done like, and then they said she won't remember any of that.
I don't think that her dad's sick. I think the actor was just something made up.
I think destroyed Billy Lee's character, and that's sick. And but basically, she tried to, and then Billy Lee, who comes on completely fucking sane, sober, making sense with receipts, backing up basically the thing that Kyle says, and Kyle acts like that's a problem because they tried to fucking save Tom's life.
It's not a problem. All honesty, if Tom wanted someone crazy, then get with Amber.
Huh?
I said, if Tom wanted someone crazy, then get with Amber from Teen Moms.
Amber, that's the problem. They're like, these people are grown-ass adults, right? And, like, we want to watch these shows, but we can't because they can't fucking get... And I'm saying this because I care. Like, I was joking about it earlier. I was laughing at her and stuff. I mean, that's called tough love. That is called tough love from me. Because you guys should know by now, I don't fuck around. I don't joke around.
Right.
Like, I'm not being, you know what I mean? Like, I'm being serious. Like, and I'm saying it because I care, because I was an addict. I have mental illness. I've struggled with all of this, but I'm not on reality TV. But watching you back, you cannot lie to me, and it's fine. And it's my perception and the perception of 3,000, 4,000 other people that watched it, and probably millions of people that watched Vanderpump now will go and watch this live Jerry Springer fucking bullshit that this fucking girlfriend of yours decided to do while you weren't there. And in lieu of your name, with your supposed only three, and the only three people in this intervention, that makes no sense. Where's his family? Why is his family not there? Why is Schwartz not there? Where's your bestie Sheena and Lala?
Like I said, because they're not friends in real life. Exactly. And they're probably tired of his BS.
And why is Sheena so stressed out, crying all the time over Tom on her podcast still when they haven't talked in a year? She's there's something.
You know who Sheena reminds me of, right?
There's something.
She reminds me of Robin, Cody Brown's wife. To where every time she cries, she doesn't have any tears coming down. They are fake tears.
But Robin's fake though. Sheena's too invested in Tom's life.
I don't think that. Look here, she ain't that invested.
Well, how are you fucking making all this money off Scandal and you guys aren't even friends in real life? Why are you not that?
I miss you as a friend.
I know, it's like she's in love with him. Like, and then Brock's telling everybody that Tom's a better friend than Ariana. When he's out fucking having sex sleeping all day, fucking his girlfriend and getting fucked up all night. That's when he's
blocking your own child on social media.
Oh, if Tom was so broke, why isn't Sheena and Brock giving him money? Tom was so broke. Why didn't Sheena and Brock give him money back then? Oh, he took care of them during the pandemic, but apparently he was broke during Scandival. So and everybody was mad and needed money. Where was Sheena then? Apparently, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't think that Sheena.
They're bringing on this fucking a wild ride that ain't even fucking true.
I don't think I think Sheena only cares when it's time for the money train.
I mean, when the money train's over, show's over. No, you got canceled because you ran your mouth in the very end, and we saw it just for him to fuck you over and go hang out with Victoria and not talk to you anyway. So you lost the show. Victoria's making it so Tom. We don't want to film with Tom. You go into the valley, Sheena. Your desperation. Her podcast this week is the desperation in her voice. Wanting to go to the valley so desperately. It's so horrible. She sounds like
I need Bronk to do something other than him just be a stay-at-home dad.
Well, it doesn't matter. They're done. When are we ever going to see them again? The show's not. Basically, it's paused because they're protecting Tom Sandoval again. No,
they need to stop.
I don't like shows that run when I have to watch them every fucking night. So if I started, I don't want to have to be. Maybe I'll watch it. I'll get addicted
Okay,
to it.
I haven't yet watched it, but I probably will later on tonight.
I
What's
mean,
the?
I'm so proud of Ariana, but I want to know what she thinks about this. I just want to.
I don't think she thinks anything
Well, I
because
would be
she's moved on.
devastated. I'd be devastated if if this is the guy I was going to marry at one point. Like, what's wrong with you? You have to still at least care of him as a like he was somebody you were with for 9 years. Like, I maybe take away the relationship what he did to you. You have it would be weird if she didn't care about his well being. You know what I mean?
But at the same time, you can't
Well,
because there was too
well,
much
sometimes you
there.
can't help it. Well, sometimes you can't help it because that person was in your life for 9 years, and you can't help but still love that person because it's a family member at this point. You can hate them. We like think of family members that we don't fucking agree with everything they did, right? And we're mad
Right.
at family, but you still love them, and you want that's your house that was getting destroyed this way at one point. And I believe they couldn't sell it because it's so dirty. And that's why she's fighting him now. And all this is we're thinking like her fault. We're thinking it's like I didn't know why the sale wasn't going through, but now it makes sense that nobody wants to buy it. But
I
he
mean,
can't.
they would need to hire some people to come in there and to clean
And that girl's.
professionals, and that's going to run a lot of money,
I mean, is this
past
girl
the
money?
thousands.
This girl has money. Then why isn't she paying Tom's bills? Why isn't
That's
she
my
paying?
thing.
So she's a liar, and she's got problems, and this is going to drag him down. These people aren't going to be back on TV because basically they're protecting Tom, and without Tom, there's no show. So
And the thing about it is, everybody's like, "Well, we still do have Tom's shorts." Shorts is like this. I'm trying.
but you fucking with he has blocked them both, and he wasn't at the intervention, so apparently he don't fuck with Schwartz now either, which is really
Right.
fucked.
And Tom Shorts even told Tom Sandoval, like, look here, you need to start making it to these meetings. This is our business.
No,
And he pre-warned him, hey,
you're
you can
right.
always be bought out.
You were right. You were so right.
You can always be bought out. And eventually, do I think that Sandoval will be bought out? Yes.
I don't think so, but I don't know. Do you think? I don't know. Maybe you're right.
I think the reason this is why I say so. When business partners do not want you inside of your own bar.
Yeah, but that's not right though. If he's not showing up, yeah. Over the Scandal, no. I think they could fuck themselves over that because Tom's part of the name. But people were going just to see him. But now he's not making the important meetings, then he's got no right to be in business with them. That's the problem. You know what I mean?
And yes, I do understand Shorts. It is about the business, money, business.
Exactly, is and you're showing up on SD fucking Groves and Nick Vile. Remember the Nick Vile thing? That was in February too. That was right in February, right when it was starting to happen, when he wasn't getting out of bed.
And do I believe that eventually Lisa or Ken or somebody else is going to come buy out the 5%? Maybe. I don't know. We got to see.
I don't think he has any. I think they're basically what are they called? Silent investors at this point.
Right.
They don't have to be there. It's just the name. But I think they do show up. But I think Schwartz is okay. Schwartz shows up and all. But I think Tom Sandoval's name, he's not going to let them buy him. He's not going to. I don't think he's allowed. They can do it without his permission because it's his name basically on the bar.
Well,
and he's not.
I know the first bar that they opened up. Tom, they can buy them out of that because Lisa is their investor.
I know, but I don't think Tom will allow it though.
He might not allow it, but he might not have a choice.
Then I want my name back because I think the name is his brand, and I think he's copyrighted the name. What's it called? Whatever it's called, not copyright.
Right, brand.
Yeah. So the Tom name is his. So I don't think she can take the 10% away. But
well, if she does, then they'll just rename it. I don't know.
Tom and Jack.
Pink. There we go. Pink Pump.
Actually, why don't they just call it Pump? Because they have the pump door on there.
True.
Tom Pump.
Pump.
Guys, at this point in present day, right now, as Billy Lee and Philly last night, Tom is in trouble, and it's going to be like hidden. It's going to be protected from us, but I don't know when he's going to be back from Traders. But we're going to have to watch to see how he's acted on Traders. If he looked high, if we could tell if we got a phone call, like you know what I mean. I didn't watch Traders a few times, but I'm going to watch it now.
But there is something that I don't want people to do. Do not have pity for Amber. Do not have pity for Amber.
And I wonder if she's doing live. She used to get on the fucking Instagram.
I know she did a live with LB.
Who?
LB. She is a YouTuber. Let me do it in the private chat over here.
Okay. Is that who I was like talking about what she was saying? Like that she said it wasn't a fight or
Yeah, I think so.
okay. I don't yeah, she's not I can't believe she's still in this stupor where she's like blaming Gary, fight with her kid. Like
My
what
thing about that is that's the reason why she doesn't have custody of her kids.
yeah. Oh, okay, it has. Well because she can't. I mean she really can't she doesn't really care about them.
And she keeps saying, "Well, I'm taking medicine." The
She
part of the agreement that she had for visitation to even go see James in California was that she had to be on her medicine.
mm. Guys, can you somebody link LB's channel in here? If you guys know it, yeah. Because I don't know her channel, but link her channel in there. If you guys, I don't know if that's her. Is that her name of her channel?
Yeah, it's called LB.
Okay, yeah, guys, check her out because I want to check her out too. Subscribe to her channel since we're talking about her. But yeah, she got. Would she have Amber on live, or she got her to talk to her, or
She had her on a live and she did an interview,
yeah,
and it was about her missing fiance or boyfriend.
yeah. She said it wasn't a fight or some shit.
Right. Y'all need to go check
She
that
got
part
a new
out.
phone. He's out. He's out. He ain't coming back. I don't think. I thought he was dead. I thought he was unalived. I thought she did something to him. I really did.
Mm-hmm. He's not coming back to her.
No,
he probably went.
Phone.
He probably went home to his parents and said,
No.
"Let everybody think that I'm still missing."
I know. I thought he did a thing came out and said, but I think he called the police and said, "I'm not missing. I'm just not going back to her." I don't think the missing thing's still out because they had eyes on him and they said he looked fine. He should put something out and say, "I'm fine. I'm just not with Amber."
At least for his parents, or
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, I mean, isn't they said his parents aren't talking to her?
Okay, so they're not talking to her.
Yeah. So
they know something was up.
Because she's dangerous. Look how she was fighting with Gary. Fuck,
and
man.
here's the thing, and this is where I say I feel bad for Gary.
Me too.
Like he shouldn't have. Look here, he shouldn't have first let her on, second allowed her to see Leah.
He was allowed. He put Leah. That's what it is. I'm sorry.
Right, Aaliyah. He shouldn't allow her to see Aaliyah. Once she got out of prison, there should have been a zero contact order.
Yeah.
It should have been those two sitting down.
I don't know about that.
He knew exactly how she was mentally, and then judge off of that because.
But that's he tried to see. I give him credit because all he did was try to let her have a relationship with her daughter, and she tried. She just wasn't there, and that's why her stepmom became her mom because she wasn't there for her.
I agree on that one.
It's not fair. I don't think it's fair to take her away from her, but like she tried for the last 10 years. Now her daughter's old enough to make this decision on her own. I'm extremely upset with Janelle's fucking husband. I can't believe David strangled Jace. What a wow. That's
all I know is that there should be like no contact between those
two. He should not be anywhere near her at all. I don't think she should went back home. I'm dying to see the next episode. I can't believe I'm going to check social media. I can't believe this is happening. I mean, I can't believe she stayed with him after he killed their dog.
I think it was hard. I think she was trying to leave, but remember, her friends were trying to help her leave, and then they got jumped or beat up by David, and she's like, "No, I'm not trying to leave. I'm not trying to leave you."
Wow, man.
So finally, there's a way out, and the way out was through Jace.
And he said, "Yeah, on Jace's expense," which is sad. And
when the restraining order said that David could no longer be around, that right there was the best way for her to escape.
I know, but she seems like she still wants to fucking be with him, man.
Like she said, she thought it was love.
But geez, I know.
Because she never felt loved by her own mother.
I know, but I see that's her perception. That's my perception of my parents as well. I know that in my deep down, it's just me. It's not the truth. It's just it's a whole other. It's just a family thing.
And yeah, I get where she's coming from, but at the same time, sweetheart, there's a time to grow up. We all go through.
Yeah, exactly. Get some therapy. Like what the fuck, man? Because every guy she's been with has been toxic and in jail.
I think that her leaving, I think, was North Carolina. or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
By
She's
her picking up and moving, it is doing
yeah, but
better
then
for herself and for her kids.
I know, but then she left Jace at that house, man.
She left Jace, but I guarantee you she did not leave Jace by himself.
yeah, I hope the grandmom was there at least.
Well, she's not even talking to her mom.
That's so nuts, man. That's who raised Jace for her. She's in
She
for real.
feels like that her mother did her wrong by taking
But no,
custody of
because
Jace and
everything
not
she
allowing her to raise Jace. She is
no.
resentful.
Well, you shouldn't be because guess what? The first time you get full custody of him, he almost gets murdered by your husband. So fuck you, Jace. Fuck you. Fuck you.
And,
That was the
and
right thing for her mother to have Jace because he almost got unalived by her husband the first year she got custody back of him. 10 years, 15
and
years later.
when
So
Jace ran away, he went to a payphone and he called his mama. That's what he says.
yeah, mama.
Mama. And she called 911 and Jace
Yep.
was at they took Jace to the hospital.
Yep.
And the
Like,
judge granted her mother custody,
oh,
emergency custody, and then
oh, I didn't
Jace
know that.
ran again.
Oh,
And
wait.
he ran again.
I didn't know
He
he went back to the grandma.
he went back to grandma for a little bit and then he ran from his grandmother's house.
To go back to her.
No, he just
Oh.
ran because he thought that his mother was going to come get him. So
He didn't want to go back there? What?
he literally thought that the police were going to come grab him and take him
No.
back to his mother's.
He
So
doesn't
he
want to.
ran. So he became the ward of the state.
I didn't know
That's
that.
He became a
What?
ward of the state and was in a psychiatrical mental hospital. Janelle would not give them permission to put him on medicine. And so
God.
finally the judge granted him the ability to be able to put him on some type of psychiatrical medicine. Because David convinced her that the psychological medicine would
He's
drug
not.
him up and poison him.
It will. Because it will. I
I,
agree with him. You do
I,
not put that child on medication. He's not the problem. Janelle is.
I know.
Janelle's the fucking problem. Janelle and David are his problem. That kid
And
wasn't taking medicine when he was with his grandmother.
yes, he was. He was on medicine.
Well, where's he at now? He was fine.
He's with Janelle.
Wow.
They gave her back they gave Jace
Wow.
back to Janelle
I agree.
under the pretenses that David's not allowed to be around him.
No. That's why he ran.
The restraining order is still there.
Wait a minute. Does he even want to be there?
Yeah. He wants to be there with his sister and his brother. Because a lot of y'all don't remember when David used to actually beat up Kaiser.
Kaiser, yep.
And everybody did the whole hashtag save Kaiser.
Their dog because the dog snapped at the daughter. He took the dog in the woods and shot it to death. And she fought. It makes me cry. How could you do that?
No, my thing about this, I've never ever had to put down a dog.
That's not putting down. That's not putting down.
That's I know it's murder.
There's no reason to put the dog down. There's no reason to put that dog down. It snapped because all dogs do that. He fucking overreacted. There's no reason. That's not putting a dog down. That's murder. That is taking away their fucking childhood dog.
And my thing about this, my sister's dog, Rufus,
I don't give a fuck what that dog did. You don't do that.
You don't do it. You just rehome it.
You don't even do that. You get rid of him. Huh. Fuck you.
But do you think Janelle saw that? No.
No, that dog was probably just fucking literally a puppy or something. She was always had that dog all the time.
I'm gonna tell you something. All puppies bite. All dogs bite.
Exactly. She's a piece of shit. I'm so mad. And that's when MTV was done with her. And now she's gonna. I think she only left him because of fucking MTV.
I think she left him because she knew that David would come back to that land and she
start
up mess, and she was scared for her life.
And and they also heard they were filming. So what does she do? Link up with Brianna and force herself.
Brianna and her are friends in real life, and
yeah, but like Brianna's like, what the fuck are you calling me for? Okay, like Brianna's like, we're friends. Like she did it because she knew they were filming. That's why she went back.
And my thing about that is, yes, I understand when like I said, my sister had a dog. Yeah. Rufus had a twin brother. Yeah. And unfortunately, I didn't know what parvo was. And so I took him not to one vet, but to two. But they said he was extremely weak
Oh,
And even if they gave him the part
that's
with
what I love
medicine, he
about
wouldn't make it.
Mm.
And at that
That's a
time, he
different
was not
story,
eating, so we had to put him down.
That's a different story. That's not the same
But
thing.
but 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 taking a dog and murdering
That's
it,
a
I
different
wouldn't
story.
do
Yeah.
that.
Completely
I'm
different.
against that. I love animals,
Nobody would do that. Nobody in their right mind should do that ever. Not a normal
and
person. Fuck that
I
person.
think that Inslee
Inslee probably
is
confused.
scared of her own dad. The reason
I
why,
think they all are. Yep. And I think they all are. I feel bad for Jace. I can't
and
believe
she needs to. This time, it's time for her to woman up and
I
protect your children.
I wonder if MTV is filming for the rest of this. I wonder if she's on the rest of the season.
I wonder too.
Because she's right. Now I want to see what happens.
I
And I
mean,
think
for a lot of y'all, if y'all don't have cable, I just watch it on YouTube.
I had to pay for Philo.
You pay for Philo?
So I got to cancel it because you got to know you can watch it on YouTube.
You can watch it, but you're not going to get the full thing like how they do for like Mama June and stuff like that. But I might wind up getting Philo or have David upgrade
No,
our Hulu.
it's expensive. No, it's expensive. It's $28 a month. I did the free trial today just to watch MTV. It's $28 a month. It's not worth it. We got to figure out a different way to watch it.
It's either that or I have to convince David to at least go up to $50 for Hulu because they do have Hulu Live.
Yeah, do that because I have Hulu Live. That's what I have for my cable. Hulu Live, right? You get all 60. You get Bravo, and then you can get like YouTube and all that. It's worth it. Do Hulu. That's the best one. And just use Wi-Fi, like internet, like Xfinity for your Wi-Fi.
Right. But right now he's kind of like, babe, we're kind of tight. We're kind of tight on money, and I understand because we're trying to plan.
It's only like $100 for cable. It's only, but you literally all you have to do is get a couple streaming services. You don't even need the Hulu Live unless you want to watch the news. What do you need it for? We went from paying $400 a month for cable to $115 for the Wi-Fi and Hulu Live, which is fucking awesome because I was paying. But then I forgot about all the other shows. So this is the thing. I got to end my live, but like. So I guess I want to talk about this stuff on Fridays because I want to keep watching MTV. There's nothing else on. I want to keep updates with Tom, but like, I don't know. There's no shows on right now.
There's no shows on right now.
New Jersey on Wednesday.
Honestly, I've been watching 90 Days Happily Ever After because I'm catching up with the stuff with Michael and Angela.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And I think Angela's getting on to Michael. And
well, Michael ran away.
Well, on this one right here, if you watch it, Angela took Michael's phone and found out that he must be scamming.
I gotta end this live. I gotta end this live.
All right. I'm gonna talk to y'all later.
Yeah, I love it. Sorry to cut you off, but I just I love you.
You might want to go watch it because Angela's on some stuff.
I know. I'm going to do that. So I was going to say Wednesdays is Jersey or whatever, and Fridays I'll talk about this. In the meantime, Teen Mom because it's interesting. There's a lot going on. And then I'm going to do high tea. I'm going to try to do it every day. I'm having a hard time getting to it. And I'm trying to get TikTok live, but I get my ID. But anyway, just follow me on all this stuff, guys, please. And share this. And I will talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming up. And make sure you
You're welcome.
To subscribe to Q's channel, please.
Yeah, if y'all want to see Marvel and DC, I'm trying to get with DT to do another podcast.
We should do a live tonight, maybe later on tonight, and then get that way. You know what I mean?
We should.
But I'll talk to you about it a little bit. I'm going to take care of my right now. I'll talk to you a little bit. Love you. Bye. Bye, guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Love you guys.